thank you for joining me, my amazing angels. This is Tarot in White Oracle, where we get into the cloud and see what we see. So we're going to go ahead and dive into it. Thank you, Divine Creator, for channeling guidance to our Leos. This is our twin flame journey long video to go a lot more in depth with what's going on with your person. This is also for soulmates and soul tribes, especially if you have a karmic soulmate or a karmic connection in your soul tribe. So while I was meditating, I was seeing a lot of farm animals for some reason. Maybe a lot of you are on farms, or you have a lot of animals, or you love animals, or your person does, or you live by animals. I was seeing horses, a lot of buying, a lot of sheep, sheep, and a lot of horses. So that might resonate for a big chunk of you. I'm not sure, but that was what I was seeing. That may be confirmation for a lot of you as well. If you did not look at the Twin Flame Journey short, please go to that first. Those are 3 minutes or less, and it goes over the initial energy. So we're going to go ahead and dive in. This is our Divine Masculine. This is our Divine Feminine energy. Remember, it is in one soul that is split into two different bodies. So your soul is having two different experiences. And remember to always take gender as it resonates for you. If you're in a soulmate or soul tribe connection, this is the Divine Masculine and Feminine energy within one soul and one body. If you're a cross watcher, this will also give you a lot more information on what's going on with your Leo. Okay, so if you're a Leo and you're a Divine Feminine, then this side is your partner. If you're a Leo and you're the Divine Masculine, this side is your partner. If you're a Leo in a soulmate or soul tribe connection, both of these energies are a reflection of your own energy within your own body experience. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what's going on. At first, we did see that the Leos are working through their issues around commitments, their false beliefs. They may have a lot of false beliefs that they've told themselves or others, or that they've experienced in life, because life happens. And then we gain all these ideas that aren't true about ourselves or about commitments. And so the Leos are working through that. They have a real positive energy. The Hierophant is all about connecting to that higher dimension, that true soul path, your true soul mate, your connection to the divine, and being able to establish those connections, those commitments, those choices here on earth, in an earthly realm, in love and spirituality. So, it's all about the church, the synagogue, the temple, the marriage, those kinds of things. And it's aligning everything within you and working through those wounds, maybe feeling abandoned as well. For our feminine, we do get a strong sense of wanting to be right, wanting to trample people over with her words, prove that she's an intellectual equal or above. And so there's a sense of when we have that kind of energy, then we're in a place where we don't feel it ourselves. So we have to prove it to other people. Because when you know that you're good, when you know that you're right, when you know these things, you don't have to prove it to other people because you already know for yourself. And so your energy becomes a lot more calm in the discussion. And so the feminine is learning to let go and let God, that God has got her. A lot of times this also has to do with control issues. You're trying to control things, control the conversation, make people see you a certain way. And so this simply has to do with letting go and letting God, knowing who you are in God, letting yourself know that source has got you, that the universe will always be there to guide you through everything. And so the affirmation is about just spending time in nature and learning to express your emotions in a healthy way. So let's go ahead and dive into our beautiful long. As we progress forward, we have one question that we answer from each side. So we do have a third energy. And before we start drawing, we are going to shuffle each side's energy and only for the highest, most beneficial information. And we'll go ahead and shuffle for our Divine Masculine. Okay, And let's go ahead and draw for our third energy and see what we've got. All right, we do get the 10 of Pentacles and we get the 6 of Wands. If you're just joining us and you're not familiar what a third energy is, it is that energy that is created in a twin soul connection or twin flame connection. It's very unique. Other connections do not have it. When the two souls find each other on earth, well, it's the same soul, but when the two bodies find each other on earth, their soul recognizes themselves and a mirroring effect occurs. When that happens, a third energy starts to be created within the collective, which is to bring a higher vibration for the collective overall. Every sign has their own twin soul journey all around the world. Twin souls are coming together and bringing a third energy into the collective to raise consciousness, awareness, and spiritual evolution. So the third energy that we get, and this is for our Leos, we have the 10 of Pentacles, which has everything to do with commitments, the loyalty to commitment, the trust in commitment, the showing up, the presence, the being there, the harvesting of the fruits, the emotional vulnerability. Now this card has a lot more to do with the solidifying aspects. So this is showing up more in the earthly realm. This is like building that house, getting that marriage done, living together. And so the masculine still has emotional work to do. So he's probably not able to be fully emotionally vulnerable yet because there is still that abandonment wound, separation wound, hurt in the background. But this is a very strong confirmation because the Hierophant and the 10 of Pentacles are very similar cards in commitments. And so this is a confirmation that this is very much his energy the next 30 days. And the feminine has our 6 of Wands. So the 6 of Wands is all about victory. So she's bringing a sense of a victorious energy into commitments. And so when these pairings occur and the divine masculine and divine feminine have met, their energy is lifting the collective over the next 30 days around victory with commitments. That there is a sense of being victorious when you can establish your earthly choices with your life, with your partner, with your spirituality. There's a sense of a beautiful victory. And you can see in both of these cards, they have the purple. And so they're reflecting each other's energy as well in that. So let's go ahead and dive in. Why do we have this above energy for the masculine? And why do we have this above energy for the divine feminine? Okay, so for the divine masculine, we do get the 2 of Wands. So the reason that the masculine is going through this maturation process in healing, looking at all of the wounding within his own heart, maybe he's been hurt in the past by somebody or growing up, possibly he has a lot of issues with how he views himself, believes commitments mean. He might have a lot of broken templates of, that he has seen growing up, a lot of marriages that have dissolved, a lot of brokenness, a lot of abuse, a lot of unfairness. And so in his mind, in his ego mind, there's a lot of false beliefs around what love is, around what commitment is. And this is just rewiring all that. And so this card is all about that thought process, that soulful thought process, where the ego mind is rewiring itself in terms of what it believes it can do moving forward. And so this is an energy that's very rewiring in the soulful, energetic mind space of what's possible, of what you can do. He's way above looking below at all of the brokenness, all the things that have gone wrong, all the things that people promised and didn't do. And he's just having a very higher view, an eagle view, being able to assess it more fairly and think, I don't have to do things that way. I can be better. I can do better. And the 2 of Wands is a very twin flame coming together energy. It's a partnership about twin flames. So he's probably thinking a lot about his divine feminine. And he's thinking about how this relationship is so different from the relationships he's had in the past because she doesn't show up the way that other karmic women do. And she is able to show up for him and love him and meet him where he is, even through all the struggle and pain. So let's go ahead and look at our feminine energy. We do get the Ace of Cups, which is all about new beginnings in your emotions, new beginnings. So we did get that card earlier about repressing your emotions. And so the feminine, as well as the masculine, have energy in their emotional space that's been repressed. And this is all about letting all that repression up, letting it go to the surface, feeling it. And so she's experiencing what she's experiencing above, because she needs to, instead of being harsh with her words, this is all about feeling your feelings, your true feelings, so that you know it for yourself, so that you don't have to trample over other people. So this is all about feeling what you're really feeling. And so the masculine is doing a lot of rewiring in his ego mind, and the feminine is doing a lot of reworking. It's not really rewiring, it's more like refreshing in her emotional space. So let's go ahead and look at our next energy. So what are our lessons for this month for the masculine and feminine? What are we going through the next 30 days? Wow, you get the well. Okay, so masculines, you are going through a process where you are just taking everything to its fundamental lowest level, and you are doing this on the thought space, you're doing this on the earth space with your commitments, you're doing this on the emotional space, and you're doing this on the soul level. You're just looking at ground zero, and you are maturing from that place rather than using broken templates others have shown you or the way the world is around you. You're going back inside yourself, and you're like, this is the way the soul should be. This is the way our emotions moving forward this is the way we ought to love. This is the way my mind space ought to feel, ought to think. This is the way commitments ought to be. And you're just going back to ground zero, to where it was beautiful, fresh, and beginning. And you are working from that way up. Wow, the well is a very magical, very powerful card. You have the Hierophant and the well. So the masculine is on a beautiful path, the next 30 days. The feminine has our Four of Swords. So she's all about contemplating, thinking, meditating, praying. The encouragement is also to meditate and pray and to contemplate, reflect, reevaluate. This isn't a card so much of action, so much of it as it is just diving deep into your emotions and really feeling them out, and really thinking about, why is it that I'm thinking this way about what I feel or towards others? Why am I this way around other people? Or why am I attacking them? Why do I feel so defensive? Why do I have to prove myself? And so she's really going into a contemplative place of sorting this all out for herself. So what do we see in our mind space? And what do we see in our heart space? Okay, so for the divine masculine, we do see in his mind the King of Cups, and in his heart the Four of Swords. So this is a reflective energy of what the divine feminine is going through. She is also in the Four of Swords, but this is in her lessons. So in his heart space, he's feeling her lessons. He feels her, everything that she's going through right now. With her lessons, all the hardships she's learning, he's feeling all that, because this is reflecting her energy in the heart space. In the mind space, the King of Cups is all about feeling very balanced and wanting to be emotionally vulnerable and present and supportive and feeling like you have a full cup. But this is showing up in his mind space. So we also know that in his mind space, he's trying to work through the cobwebs of broken hearts and abandonment wounds and hurts. And so the King of Cups, he's thinking about how come he feels this way in his heart? How come he doesn't feel full, or that he is being emotionally supported in the past? And how can he be that person showing up for the divine feminine? How can he be that person showing up better in life? So he's really thinking around what emotional vulnerability means and how he can do that better. What we get for the divine feminine is a sense of the star and the Nine of Wands. So the star is all about what is meant to be, what's fated, what's destined. And this is in her mind space. To her, she perceives this connection, she perceives you as something that's fated, something that's destined. So this is meant to be, this process that she's going through, this process with you. And so she has a really strong, beautiful, spiritual energy in her mind. Like if you can perceive this, then you're tapped into your soul. You're not completely disaligned. So she definitely has a good alignment going on within her. The star card is also something that shows up a lot when we know we're in something special, like a soulmate, soul twin connection. And we do get the Two of Wands as well, which is a strong soul twin connection as well. So there is one energy on the female side where she's feeling like this is something super special. And there's one energy on the masculine side where he's like also feeling the same, like there's something special about this. So what do we get on our heart space for our feminine? We do get the Nine of Wands, and this card is all about, I'm almost at the end of a struggle. I'm almost at the end of a burden. This weight that I'm carrying about needing to defend myself, this weight that I'm carrying about needing to be right, as we can see her energy above, this need to feel like maybe I'm not good enough, so I need to prove it to others. This is an ego burden, and she's about ready to put it down. So over the course of the next 30 days, this is all about her just putting that burden down. And she's like, you know what? I don't need this ego. I don't need this karma that I keep bringing back into my life. I don't need this struggle. And so in her heart space, she's really feeling burdened and like the weight of the world is on her, but she's like at the end of the cycle. So she's like almost releasing all of it. So let's go ahead and see what happens next. Wow, Leos, you have such a beautiful reading. Okay, so our divine masculine and divine feminine, this is going to be for our hopes. So the divine masculine wants to be capable, wants to do the divine masculine wants to get into his masculine power. He wants to be the masculine. He wants to do it for the feminine. He wants to be able to show up for her. He wants to make this happen. He wants to be her magic. He wants to be able to feel like he's completely capable of showing up and doing everything he needs for this connection and for her. His hope is that he will be able to be that everything for her. That's his hope. In the hope space for the divine feminine, we do get the Eight of Pentacles. So this is all about hard work. So the feminine is hoping that she will be able to do the hard work needed in this connection. She might be feeling really burdened right now, and so she's not really sure. She might not know that she's nearing the end of the cycle and almost releasing it, because she might just be feeling burdened right now. This is our Nine of Wands, and your person is like, when you're in the Nine of Wands, you're like, it's like as if you've been carrying a bag of rocks for 20 days, and you're like, when can we put this down? And you might not believe you're ever going to put it down, but this shows that she's just about to put it down. And the Eight of Pentacles is about hard work. So she's hoping that she can do the hard work. She's hoping that she can meet you where you are and make this happen. Let's go ahead and get into our hidden from you. What is the divine masculine and divine feminine hiding from the other? So the divine masculine is hiding the Knight of Pentacles from the feminine. The divine masculine has put a lot of thought, because we can see that here in his thought space, about commitments. We see the commitments in the Hierophant, the commitments in the Ten of Pentacles. He's put in a lot of thought into this commitment, and he's ready almost to offer her something real, which is what our Knight of Pentacles is all about. This is about offering something real, something that is stable, secure, as a foundation, like moving in together, getting married, having a family, these kinds of next steps. going from situationship to relationship where we're just seeing each other, whatever it means for you, because this is a general. So this is the next step in commitments. And it's just beautiful that he has the hope energy here, which is doing it, making it happen. And he's hiding the fact that he's getting ready to offer something real to the feminine. What do we have in the divine feminine space? We've got the Hierophant. So she is hiding the fact that what she wants is a commitment. If she has given you the impression that she doesn't, she's not being forthright. In her heart of hearts, she wants a commitment with you. The Hierophant is that true love, soulmate commitment, and that's also your energy, divine masculine, in your current 30 days. You're all about that. And so you are feeling all about your commitments, how to make them work, how to make them successful with your divine feminine. And your divine feminine is hiding the fact that she wants that with you as well. So if you're not aware of that, or if it seems like she doesn't, she is actually wanting that in her heart. Let's go ahead and see what we get for in the way of the connection. What is in the way of this connection moving forward? All right, we do get the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles is all about that initial seed of commitment. The seeds have not been put down yet for commitment. The masculine wants to come in and offer a real connection, a real solid, secure offer to the feminine. But what's in the way is that the seeds have not been planted yet. So the divine feminine feels like what's in the way is that we're not working as partners. We're not moving forward. We're not taking one step in front of the other. We're not doing that yet. And so she may feel like we're not even partners. She feels like, hey, I want a commitment, but I'm not really even sure if that's what you want, because I don't feel like we're moving forward. I don't feel like we're working as partners in this life. And so those seeds need to be planted. The divine masculine needs to put those seeds down so that she realizes where you guys are going. So let's go ahead and take a look at actions. What are our future actions? Future actions for the next 30 days for divine masculine and divine feminine. All right, future actions. Wow. Okay, so the divine masculine, again, is mirroring the energy of the divine feminine. We do have working hard. So she's hoping that she can work hard and make this happen. And in the space of action, the divine masculine is also going to be working hard. He wants to put in the work. He's going to be working for this connection and doing what he needs to do so that he can plant those seeds and make a real offer. Those are the future actions for the divine masculine. For the divine feminine, she is all about balancing that energy. This has to do with letting go of fear and embracing love. And those fears are a big part of what makes us defensive, what makes us want to run forward like the Knight of Swords and prove to everyone that you're right. But because she does have this beautiful energy of the Hangman, she is letting go and letting God. She's learning to surrender. And this is basically an energy that means you're letting go of your ego and you are turning to source. You're turning to divine. You're turning to your soul. This is a return to spirit, a return to God per se. So you can see that she's balancing this emotion. And so she's learning to balance her emotions. She's learning to feel her emotions out. She's learning to not feel like they're a burden and overwhelmed, but that she can process things on her own, even without her divine masculine. This is a sense of having balance within herself, even without her divine masculine, internally and externally. And you can see this energy earlier is all about that cup of emotion and intuition and divine source being connected to her. So she's filling that cup for herself. She's learning how to tap into it and balance it. Okay, let's go ahead and see what we have for our next energy. And remember, this is for our next 30 days. And take the side that resonates best for you. Take gender as it resonates for you. You might consider yourself a woman, but you are your divine masculine energy. You might consider yourself a man, but have divine feminine energy. So take what resonates for you. Let's go ahead and look in our future energies. Okay, so in the future energy, The masculine is going to be putting down the struggle completely. So we have a 9 here on the divine feminine side. She's almost ready to put down that struggle in the next 30 days. She's getting there. After 30 days, she may be right there and putting that struggle down and feeling a lot more balanced inside emotionally. The divine masculine is putting down his burden completely. So by the end of 30 days, he's done. It's not going to take any longer. He's doing the work that he needs to do. He's putting the hard work into it, so that he can put his burdens down, whatever burdens he's carrying emotionally, mentally, physically, financially. He's ready to complete whatever cycle he is in, and it'll vary for each of you, and help his heart be in a place that feels a lot better as he sojourns forward in all aspects of his life. Because we did get our well here, which is all about all those aspects of life. You know, he's just bringing it down from ground zero. It's a restart, a refresh, reset that button. And he's moving forward in beautiful, fresh energy. And he's putting down all those burdens from the past so that he can have a future that feels lighter, more beautiful, and more true for him with his divine feminine. The divine feminine has the Hermit. So she does have a lot of energy about contemplation. And so she is going to be in a space where she might feel a little more isolated from the world or isolated from her masculine. She may be in a space where she is, maybe the divine masculine might wonder, where is she? Why isn't she showing up? She's here. She's just going to be in isolation. This is like our lone wolf energy. This is our I need to be alone and process things by myself energy. I'm tapping into the divine light. Don't worry about me. I'm good, but I'm on my own right now. She needs to be alone. So her future energy is a solo energy. And so this means, you know, towards the end of the 30 days, a little bit after the 30 days, she may be going into a hermit mode. She does have that strong contemplative, reevaluating and thinking about things energy here. Let's go ahead and see what we get for our numbers. So I do like to take the third energy and future energy. So we have 10 and 10. Okay, so of course, the divine masculine is a 2, which is all about partnerships. The divine feminine is a 6 and a 9. So when we have 6 and 9, we do get 15, which does bring us to a 6. So let's go ahead and look at our 6 and see what we see. So our 2 on our divine masculine side is all about partnership, which doesn't surprise me. He has our 10 of Pentacles commitment card here, our Hierophant commitment card here. He has our Knight of Pentacles wanting to offer something solid, as well as the Page of Pentacles wanting or needing to put the first seeds down so that the connection can move forward in a more solid place in the future. So it doesn't surprise me that he's got the 2 over here. Now, what more do we need from 2? Basically, the universe is supporting the divine masculine through this energy. So the universe, or you can say source or God, is also helping with synchronicities, signs, symbols, dreams, intuition, numbers, mathematics, music, animals. God helps in every way. Source is always there supporting you. So the 2 is an energetic energy telling you that this is all about the universe has got you in your desire to partner, to partnership, because this is all about partnership. It's also a reminder that reunion is coming, and there's a waiting period though before the union, but it's coming. And so for many of you, this will resonate because many of you may be in separation now. There's a lot of coming together, separating when you are in soul twin connections. If you are living together currently, you may feel that there's some sort of divide still between you guys. And you may feel like the partnership is not really there emotionally or mentally or even physically. And this is all about, there is a waiting period before that finale, before that connection. And it's an encouragement also that it is coming. What we get on our feminine side is all about our number 6. So numerologically, this is all about balancing yourself, taking what's above and bring it below. 6s are about what's above is what's below. So your soul path, your soul purpose, your soulful energy, taking that above and bringing it below, which is what we can see that she is trying to do with our Ace of Cups and with letting go of the burdens and knowing that this is going to be hard work. And with our Temperance card, it is all about balancing those energies within her. It's energetic balance. And also it's a reminder from the universe that the ability of a person is very powerful. It's a lot more powerful than we give ourselves credit for, because when we tap into source, when we tap into the higher powers, when we tap into the divine is there to lift us up, and it's limitless. And so that power and this energy is to remind you that the ability of a person to transcend difficulties is limitless. You have the ability to transcend the difficulties that you're in. You have the ability to balance yourself within, even without your masculine. And this is really helping you to learn that, to do that, so that you don't have to feel like you have to trample the world around you to feel powerful, because you are already powerful inside yourself. And so that's what these lessons over here are teaching you. So I also wanted to give you one bit more before we depart. So let's go ahead and look at our direct messages. We do get direct messages from our masculine and feminine. I shuffle and draw before reading to save time. This is from Divine Masculine. You mean the world to me, and I never wanted to hurt you. And the other message from Divine Feminine is, I hope one day I will be brave enough to listen to my heart. Now, take the energy as it resonates. This could be from the masculine and this could be from the feminine, because it is a general. You can flip the energy if you need to. Don't force what doesn't fit. And a quick reminder that we do have a you versus them, which goes over your person's feelings and thoughts and future actions and wants as well, what they desire. Look for this thumbnail, and it's a long video, and I will put a link in the comments so you can find it. I read mostly for soul tribe, soulmate, and soul twin. And so for most of you, the information will correlate and resonate back and forth. Okay. And then also remember to like, share, and subscribe and comment, because it does help our channel grow. And I love hearing what you guys have to say and how your relationship is going, so that I can pull for your energy. And share as well. If you loved this, share with your people that you know will also appreciate it. And please give it a thumbs up and like. These all help the channel to grow, and we are a brand new channel, so all the support you can give that we love. We are growing rapidly, and thank you for joining, and I will see you in your next 30 days, all about your soul journey. Blessings.